Hey there, I just released a suite of the music from my recent short film Sides, and since I did that, I thought it would be a great idea to make an episode about my workflow from Premiere to FL Studio. Alright, so I'm only going to be... Okay. Alright, now I'm only going to be covering the music creating side of this whole process in FL Studio, but just know that with the video editing part, you do not need any particular program. It doesn't matter. As long as it lets you add music, you're good. So let's get on with it. First of all, when you go this route, you can have your entire sequence edited out before you add any music, as opposed to going online, finding some royalty-free music, and then editing your sequence to that. By composing your own music, you can have full creative control with both processes by having your edit the exact way you want it, and your music having the tone, tempo, and melody that you want. But just one little disclaimer here, you really should be a musical person to do this type of stuff. Just throwing notes up on the screen is easy, but making it sophisticated enough to add to the experience of watching your film is nothing to mess around with. Alright, so you've probably noticed that FL Studio is not a free program. Right, there's 3 different versions, all with 3 different prices, but if you go to their website, there's a link for the demo version. Now you can download the demo version and it allows you to use the program almost as if you bought it, but you can't open and save project files. You actually can use this demo version working on one project as long as you like. You just have to keep your computer on and the FL Studio window open. That thing that I was talking about earlier, the suite of the music from Sides, I worked on that for like 3 weeks and I kept my computer on for 3 weeks and the window open for 3 weeks. Works for me. So here we are in Premiere. Yeah, like I said earlier, you seriously don't need anything fancy for this process, but here I have an edited kitchen scene with all sorts of cliche, predictable shots. Now, once you have an edited scene, open up FL Studio. Click on this button and the mixer will open up. Make sure the master track is selected and then open the first drop-down menu for plugins on the right. Select Fruity Big Clock. Now you have a window showing a time code of your music just like you do in your editing program. Open the second drop-down and select Fruity Reverb 2. Go into the properties and under presets select Cathedral. The settings for this plugin can be tweaked, but with the selection you just made, your music will sound much less electronically made and more like it was recorded in a large room and a lot more real, which is our main goal. So if you haven't already guessed, we're going to be going back and forth between FL Studio and the editing program, and we're going to be using those 2 clocks in each program to keep time between the 2. And we're going to be able to match the music to our edit. But that is for part 2, kids. That's right, this is a double episode, and you're going to have to wait on wrapping it up into a roll of cinematic awesomeness until next week. Until then, you should probably watch some training videos on FL Studio like this one, and this one. If you want to hear that suite of the music from Sides, which is the one thing from Sides that you can experience, then the link is in the description and also right here in annotation form. But that's all, kids. Next week we will wrap this crap up. So go shoot a scene and download FL Studio so that you have stuff to follow along with.